Hi ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this video. I'm going to take you through how to make or edit your school profile and maybe introduce some of the reasons why doing a good job of this is particularly important. And I'm actually going to start off by going to the Finder page, okay, which I'm sure many of you have looked at because it's quite an interesting thing. And we can find all our different schools in the program listed on the Finder. So I'm just going to look at random. Let's look at Edmund Rice. Now when you click straight away, what you have here is a little teaser for your profile, and you'll notice this is a particularly good one because it's got some text, it's got a nice picture, and it makes you want to click through and look at the rest of the profile. So this is a good example of what we're looking for. And on the profile page you'll see we've got a lot of information. So there's a lot of information there that can tell you as a teacher what you want to be doing in terms of why you want to be working with this school. Okay, so that's a good example. So we're going to go and look at how we make a good example like that. We're going to start off on your profile page. On the left hand side we've got a little button that says Edit School, so you want to start by clicking that. Okay. And you'll be asked to give your school a name. Now I've already given my school the name, which is the Face to Faith team. And then I'm asked, choose a logo or image. Okay, so a good idea here is to make sure you put that image in, because no image means it's not as interesting. I'm going to upload the Face to Faith logo, which I'm going to find on my computer, and there it is. And I'm going to give it a title as well. Now, whatever it is you're going to upload, you might want to upload a picture of your school. You might want to upload maybe a picture of your students doing a face-to-face activity. Either way, it doesn't really matter. What does matter is that it's something that grabs the attention, something nice and visual. If you don't have your school's logo or coat of arms or crest or whatever it is handy, I bet you'll be able to find it on your school website. The next thing you want to do is find your school manager. Okay. Now obviously the manager is me, it's demonstration purposes. So you're then asked for some text about your school. And it's good here to talk a little bit about the exciting things you've done at school, maybe a little bit about your journey with Face to Faith, maybe a little bit about what you're looking for, the kind of relationships or the kind of video conference partnerships you're most interested in, or maybe a little bit about what you've already done, so that people will be able to find out about you. So I'm just going to put a little bit of text in saying that the Face to Faith team, let's get the capitals in here, are here to support you. Now obviously that's not very much, but you want to write quite a bit. Some people take this information directly from their school's website, and of course you are given the option to edit the summary. Now if you remember, when we looked at the Finder page, there was a little bit there from each school's profile, and that's the summary. So you can edit the summary, okay, so you can make it different, or you can just allow the site to use a bit from your description. You can then add a video brief, so you could put a bit of video in here. I'm going to use the video that we made a little while ago for Face to Faith. When it asks for the URL, take the URL from the top line. Okay, don't take it from the share. Okay, that's quite important. The way this site's set up, it wants the URL, so you can use a URL from YouTube or Vimeo. We then ask for some information about the students. Now, this is the students who are going to be doing Face to Faith, not all the students in your school. Okay, so if your students who are going to be doing Face to Faith are between 13 and 14, you click that. If you want to add some more, you can go back and add them as well, and of course you can click on that cross to remove them. Don't put all the ages of all the students in your school, just the ones who are going to be doing Face to Faith. Faith background. This is an optional question because obviously we know that lots of schools have lots of students who come from lots of faith backgrounds. But sometimes it's worth making it clear. So for example, if you are a Baptist school in a Muslim country, some people might look at your name and assume that everyone who goes there is a Baptist, whereas in fact many of the students who go there will be Muslim. So it's worth making it clear so that schools have a rough idea of what to expect. And please note, American schools, American public schools, should not complete this field. Okay? Language. So what language are you teaching face-to-face in? Not what languages do your students study, or what languages does your school provide, but what language are you going to be teaching face-to-face in? So if you're going to be teaching face-to-face in English, put English. If you're going to be teaching it in Arabic, put Arabic. If you're going to be teaching it in Albanian, put Albanian. But don't put French and German because it happens to be languages that are taught in your school. It's what language are you teaching face-to-face? And in what area of the curriculum are you teaching it? So are you teaching it as an after-school club? Are you teaching it in history, in civics, in science, in RE? Please make that clear. That's really, really helpful. Okay? The more information you give us there, the more it will help other teachers to find you and say, oh yeah, this is a school I want to work with because they're using it in a similar way to me. Okay? Then we need to fill in your postal address. Okay? Now, I'm going to fill in the address of the Faith Foundation, which, as you know, is a PO box. Now, then you'll be asked to fill in your country. And obviously one of the things you'll get, say we're going to say Italy, you'll get, for each country, you have all the different provinces. Okay? Now, of course, the thing that's interesting about London is London actually isn't a province, it's an independent city, so we're going to leave it as none. Then, the business of the map. And this is quite interesting because I've seen quite a few schools end up in quite interesting places where they don't belong, and then I've had to put them back. What we're asking you to do is not identify exactly where your school is, but just to give us a rough idea, so that on a map of the world we can see approximately where you are. If you feel that you don't really mind people knowing exactly where you are, then you can put it exactly where you are. In fact, you'll probably find on a Google map, if you're in a city, that your school may already be specifically mentioned. If you want to do it just in terms of security and say, well, I'm going to put it, moderately close to my office or my school, okay, then that's fine. So, for example, this pointer here, it's near our office, but it's not telling anyone where our office is. So, if you want to be a little bit cautious, you can do that. The point is, on a map of the world, the pointer is in more or less the right place. That's what's important. We'll then ask for some information about your head teacher or principal, so obviously that's going to be Dr. Walker. Okay, phone number and email, really important, because we need to be able to get hold of them from time to time. And then your information, your name, your cell phone number, your email, and your Skype address. The site seems to know mine already. Okay, then tick active and click save. Okay, now this is what my profile now looks like, and you can see it's got all the information there. It's got the contact details we want, it's got that video included. It's easy peasy. Okay, that's how you make your school profile. Now let's go and look on the Finder. As we click down into London, there you'll find the face-to-face team, and there you'll see the summary of the profile, I can go to the profile. There we go. The job is done. That's how you do it. If you get stuck at any point, please just send me an email and I'll do what I can to help you out. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.